Welcome back to the Paranormal Review. Today we have Ascendant, which is exciting because we haven't had one of those for a while. And this one is called Bigfoot in Switzerland. And I'm not sure what part of Switzerland this is. I just know that the guy that sent it to me says that it's from Switzerland. And let's get started. Make sure you subscribe, hit some likes, and here we go. All right, so keep your eye down here. And I'm going to restart this in a second, but it's very brief. It walks from over here to over there, and he tries to follow it with the camera. Okay, so here we go again. It's a little bit fishy to me. I don't know why he all of a sudden runs over there and sees it. There's not really any background on this other than, hey, I saw this footage, you want to review it, kind of a thing. So I'm going to go back to the beginning real quick. That's one thing that's kind of a red flag to me is why is he running over to the edge just to film this? Well, there's some sort of noise. I don't know. This is just where it starts. So I have no idea what's happening before this. He just says that he saw this Bigfoot or Yeti or whatever this thing is, and it is white, which is interesting. It appears to see him right here. It appears to look over to the left, and then it appears to run off to wherever it runs. He seems to be zooming in over here. I don't see anything. So I have some enhanced footage of this, but we're going to watch this whole video first, and then we're going to watch the enhanced version, okay? So make sure you stick around to the end to see the enhanced version. Anyways, so he's going to get his camera or phone or whatever he's filming this with, and he's trying to get more of it on film, and I have not been able to see it. If you guys see it on here, let me know. I don't see anything moving. He's really shaky with the camera to begin with, so hard to tell. Anyways, now they continue walking down this hill, and what he's going to end up doing is he's going to end up trying to follow this creature to see if he can get more footage, which is something we rarely see. Normally what people do is they freak out, they run away, and the camera footage stops, right? So this is interesting that he gets closer, which, I mean, some people are going to say it makes it more credible because they're going to say, oh, this person didn't wimp out, they followed the Bigfoot to get more footage, right? But any normal person, I think, is going to be terrified of some random strange creature that they've never seen before, so I don't know. That kind of tells me that it might be more of a hoax than it is real. That's just my opinion. I don't know for sure. Someone could have the guts to go following Bigfoot around in the snow. I mean, this guy appears to be not even able to walk very well. So, what is really going on here? I just think anyone in my comments has always said, oh, I would have stayed there for another 20 seconds trying to film it or chased it down. It's like, yeah, right, you know? Like, that's easy to say when you're behind a screen, not when you're out in the forest by yourself or with another person or whatever. If you're in a group of like 20 people, maybe, right? But I think I saw a shoe that might have been someone else with him in this footage. So maybe there's two people here. With two people, are you really going to be that brazen to go chasing down a Bigfoot in the middle of the forest? I don't think so. But my opinion, it's not out of this picture. Anyways, he's looking around. Can't see anything. I can't see anything, anyways. There's a footprint he's going to find here in just a little bit, which is interesting. But still, he's looking around. And still, nothing yet. Was that styrofoam? Yeah, I think that was some styrofoam of some sort. So, not too far away from civilization. Alright, so this is a footprint, supposedly. And I don't know. I mean, there's not really any size comparison. He doesn't put his foot in there. You can kind of see maybe what could be a toe and a large toe and then, the heel over here or something. But the creature was walking in this direction. So, I mean, is this the hill and there's toes up here? I don't know. Yeah, actually, that looks like it could be a toe here, a toe here, a toe here, a toe here. My bad. I was just thinking this looks like a big toe, but I guess that could be the heel. And then the toes up here. See, because it was walking that direction. I mean, it could have been walking this direction at one point, I guess. So Who knows which direction this foot is going? I guess I don't know, but at least he observes this and films it. So there's a footprint there. Maybe another footprint there. Maybe another footprint there. So yeah, that definitely right there looks like a hill. I'm gonna pause it on that one so we can look at that one again. So that one right there, it's kind of open ended. You can't really see too much this way, but that's definitely a heel right there on this one. So that's interesting. Keep going. There's another one. So that one looks a lot bigger. So snow is weird, right? So how snow when you step in it is going to give you different foot impressions, right? So and if it's over time, it's going to melt. These are fresh because the creature's right here, right? So like you see from here to here, we still don't have any scale because we don't have anything to measure it by, but it looks like we have the heel and then the front of the foot somewhere over here. Whether these are 10-inch footprints or if they're 20-inch footprints, hard to tell without anything really measurable, right? All right, so this one walks down here and just listen. So he's looking around. I still don't see anything. If you guys see anything, I don't think he sees anything because he doesn't. I don't know. It's just this is just what we got. In a minute, you're going to hear a large twig snap, or maybe a stick hit a tree. I'm not sure exactly what it is, or the creature steps on a stick or something and breaks it. I don't know what it is, but it is interesting because we've heard about how Bigfoot try to communicate with other Bigfoots or with humans, sometimes even banging sticks together, stuff like that, which is supposedly pretty common. So maybe this is something like that. But just listen, and at that point, this guy does actually freak out a little bit and start running away. So it's hard to hear. I'll play it one more time and then I'm gonna play it again, and I'm gonna edit the sound in post and I'm gonna make it a lot louder so you can hear it louder, right? But he kind of somewhere over here he kind of panics a little bit and moves backwards a little bit, and then he stops again and keeps filming over there, and then you hear the snapping noise. So I don't know if he's seeing something we can't see on the camera or whatnot, but about right. Let's see. Let's just watch from here, okay? And you hear the snapping noise, right? I'll play it 2 more times. So there's the panic I'm talking about. There's the noise. Right? Did you hear that? Right at 4:02-ish? Well, 4:02 on when I'm reviewing down here. Not on the actual YouTube timestamp. It's on this timestamp down here. So around 4:02-ish. Well, it's hard to... Why is it not? Whatever. Right there. And I'm going to go in post and I'm going to put it right here. Right here I'm going to put it louder. Alright, then he just starts running the snow back to wherever he's going. And I'm not sure why. And that's all we got, really. That's the whole video. So from start to end, you only see it really in that one beginning section, right? And I'm gonna show you guys the edited, enhanced, like zoomed in, stabilized footage that I enhanced here in a second. All right, so here's the footage again, and then I slow it down and enhance it a little bit. Let's see what you think. I wish it was in focus, because that's, one thing that always bugs me when these things are always out of focus, right? Bigfoot's blurry. Is this a Yeti or a Bigfoot, guys? I don't know. Are they the same thing? It looks like I called it a Bigfoot, but it looks like a white Yeti to me. It's doing the Patterson-Gimlin arm swing thing a little bit right there, right? I mean, that's the number one factor if a Bigfoot's real or not, is if it does that arm swing, right? Like, If it doesn't do the arm swing, it's automatically disqualified for some reason. So, I mean, it's just so weird, guys. I don't know what to think about this one. I'll give you my final synopsis here in a second. This thing's walking up, kind of like the arm swing. It looks pretty comfortable down there. The one thing I will say is when the guy goes down there to look at this, he has a hard time walking around down there. It seems like it's icy or snowy. There's lots of rocks, stuff on the ground. What is it, guys? Is this a hoax? Is this real? I just when this thing turns and looks at you, that would be pretty chilling. And I'm like, why is he following this thing down into this river? Like, I don't know. My main takeaways from this is it looks big, but it's also very blurry. You can't see any facial features on it. You can't tell if it's a mask. You can't tell if it's a suit. There's not really any way to really tell. It's dark, so I mean, a lot of these footages are in the middle of the day and it's still blurry, right? Cameras have a lot easier time focusing when there's light and that contrast to pick up the focus. This is dark, so there is kind of an excuse as to why it could be blurry, right? Unless Bigfoot is always just blurry. So yeah, I don't know. It's blurry. Doesn't mean that it's always inauthentic, right? If you see a bald eagle and you film it and your footage is blurry, it doesn't mean that you faked a bald eagle sighting, right? It just seems to be sometimes it can be done on purpose in order to fake things like this. So is that something to be concerned about? My second thing about this is we only get about 5 or 6 seconds of actual footage, right? I'm gonna keep playing this. You get 5 or 6 seconds of actual footage. What we do see on the footage seems pretty legit. It does the Patterson Gimlin walk a little bit. When it turns and looks at him and then it quickly moves off. I don't know. The downsides to this video is, why is he going to film this in the first place? What does he see? Like, what does he hear? I don't have any history of that. I just get this video that says, hey, I saw a Bigfoot in Switzerland. What do you think? Review it for me. And this is what we get. It starts off when he's running over to the edge, and then we get this footage. And then he walks down there, and maybe there's one other person there. If you go back and look at the footage, that looks like that there's a person to the right of him, so maybe there's 2 people. I don't know if that second person goes down there with him or not, but like, would you seriously follow this Bigfoot creature or whatever this creature is down into this river area by yourself? Okay, we do have that twig snap. That's interesting, but that doesn't mean that it's anything conclusive. What do you guys think, guys? Please leave me some comments down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Please subscribe.